I asked Denzel, and I'm going to quote here, I was like, hey, tell me about Gladiator. He says, huge, ridiculously big. And then he stopped talking. And he didn't lie. Ladies and gentlemen, Denzel Washington. Guys, I think we've entered Paul Mescal movie star era. Let's enjoy it. He gets a little buff in this movie, whatever. He's a very nice guy on top of that. Paul Mescal, everyone. Connie Nealson. Not good. Great. He doesn't lie. The man doesn't lie. Aside from asking how many sharks you killed in this film, what four? Tell me about what this role. How did you prepare for it? How much creatine did you take? I mean, tell me your process of bringing this guy to the big screen.
Look, lots of creatine, lots of practice in killing sharks. But it was one of those things that, like, you're aware that something big is happening in your life when the call is happening, that Ridley wants you to be in Gladiator 2, and then you just being on this road with these incredible actors and creatives, it's refreshing to know that you don't have to reinvent the wheel regardless of the scale. The job remains the same. It's about this kind of curiosity and managing the panic, and all of those things are in equal measure, I would say. But then you have the moment when you arrive to set and you're in the hands of the great Ridley Scott. But the preparation was both clearly a physical preparation, like there's probably 12 fights that required a lot of rehearsal, and then that's one side of it, and then you get into the emotional and psychological kind of detective work, like, which is the same with everything, I think.
Thank you. Connie. Did a little bit of research for you guys. I don't know if I really agree with this list, but Denzel, according to this list, has played 6 proper villains during his career. One of those being the iconic Alonzo Harris in Training Day, which he won the Academy Award for. And here you are having what I can only describe as the time of your life. It's Denzel, and what felt different about this villain in comparison to all your others?
The wages of sin is death. That's what I put on the cover of Training Day. The wages of sin is death. The man got what he deserved. He was willing to do anything to get everything, and lost everything and got nothing. I hope there's a message for somebody in that. That's the message I'm sending.
The earrings, the robes, it's like you're gliding, man. It's remarkable. Was that like half the battle for you getting into the character? Was just...
It's always good to get the shoes, you know. It helps the way you walk and everything, but I like to start on the inside. And by the time I got to the outside, I wanted more. Actually, they really supplied everything that you see, and a brilliant job by props and obviously wardrobe.
Paul, question for you about 2 of your co-stars. You are present when we lose 2 iconic characters. You've seen it. And Connie, you know.
I mean, both had very different emotional feelings for me. Like, I was aware when Lucilla died, for an audience, you're not just losing Lucilla from the second film, you're losing the person that is your emotional tie to the whole Gladiator 1 and 2. And the way that I think Connie plays Lucilla is so dignified and elegant and so fundamentally emotional that it just it's shattering, but also the way that Ridley is shooting it, he's directing it in a way that is honest. He's like, you don't have time to sit with this feeling. So he's consciously pushing away the sentimental choice, and he's like, you've got to go get him. And then, like, to say that, so me and Denzel shot that scene after the strikes, and it was kind of the last section of time that we had to get out of the film, and the film in general. And I say this like with great ease, that was one of my favorite times on set at any moment in my career, obviously, to have kind of one-on-one time with one of the greatest actors to ever do it, to pull up a chair beside him between takes and talk about Shakespeare, and then go, are you ready to do a fight scene? I was like, absolutely. So, like, and I think I can speak on behalf of the rest of the cast, kind of the generosity, not in a kind of like overly forthright way, but in a purely workmanlike fashion, to treat us all as people going to work together and never kind of above us, even though he just is, you know. But that's a really specific thing that I cherish, and I think the rest of the cast and all of us do. Yeah, I love I'm shooting that with him, and it's also one of the great death faces that has ever happened. So.
Question for anyone who wants to take.
Say that about him. How does he not? The movies direct themselves, I guess. I guess they direct themselves. He's a grandmaster. He's one of my favorite directors I've ever worked with. I've had the most success I've ever had in this industry with him. Sorry, Spike, wake up.